And we're gonna get into it. I don't know what it is with Drake fans, but they seem to think that he's the most popular person ever, right? You see them in the comment sections on Instagram and on Twitter. They act like nobody's a bigger artist than Drake. I think Drake bought into his own hype. He bought into his own hype, and he believes that he's the biggest artist in the world, and that there's no way that Kendrick Lamar could have produced the numbers that he produced. Now understand that Kendrick Lamar has been as big an artist as Drake. They both have been top tier artists for a number of years. It wasn't just Drake, but the thing about Drake is Drake was putting out a bunch of quantity. He stopped years ago making quality music. He hasn't put out quality music since Nothing Was the Same. I think Nothing Was the Same is his best work yet. I will give him that. But ever since then, it's been a bunch of just putting out music for the sake of putting out music. Drake bought into his own hype. He really believes that he is the biggest artist in the world, that nobody matches his numbers, especially in hip hop. Bro, you're wrong. Kendrick has always been there. Well, he doesn't make twerk music. He doesn't make music for you females and you males to twerk to, because that's one of the biggest complaints I've seen since this rap battle or beef began, right? You have both women and men talking about how Kendrick don't make twerk music. First off, why do men care about whether Kendrick makes music so they can dance to? But that was one of the biggest complaints. And if you listen to Kendrick's newest music, he's making music that you can definitely, I would say, dance to, right? Again, make sure y'all like the stream. Ultimately, when you look at this whole thing, Drake is a Karen. I've seen some memes. This man is losing it. I guess he never thought in a million years, because again, these people tell this man what he wants to hear. Like, look at this. So you want to sue your own label who pushes your music. They bought your music. I guarantee you. Because UMG cooked Drake. And I'm going to talk about UMG's response, because UMG was like, listen, bro, the people chose Kendrick. And you know what's funny? Meek Mill got destroyed when him and Drake went at each other, right? You didn't see Meek Mill file a lawsuit about back to back. Meek Mill took that loss on the chin and he kept it moving to the point to where years later him and Drake became cool again. What's up, Zoe Marley? Toucan, what's good? I know it ain't gonna be a lot of people today, so what? I need to say this because I'm sick and tired of you weirdos defending this man and his Karen-like behavior. I even posted it about this on Twitter, and I had some people in there defending Drake. You males have no shame. What's good, Treyway? You males have no shame. His own label basically said he lost. And y'all are defending this man. Ken Andretti, what's up? They're defending this guy. And his own label, as y'all can see here, are basically saying, Drake, bro, you lost. The people didn't choose you. The people didn't choose you. You know how crazy it is for a label to say this about their own artists, but they had to give Drake a dose of reality. They have to give Drake a dose of reality and say, listen, you lost badly. You need to own up to that. You're trying to say that we helped him get more numbers when they signed you to a big contract, right? They signed you to a big contract. So what incentive would they have to help Kendrick if they've made the long-term investment in you? Now, there are people who believe that Drake is trying to get out of his deal, and that's why he's doing this. No, I think Drake is a lazy artist that only makes music because he signed this contract. And maybe the obligations, he doesn't like the obligations, right? And maybe he is trying to change this situation. But the fact that you're suing your label and then your label is immediately responding and saying, basically, the people chose Kendrick. You should be, you shouldn't be upset with us because look at the things that we've done to promote you. Look at what we've done to promote you. Now let's get into what Drake is suing about. Drake claims Universal Music and Spotify artificially inflated Kendrick Lamar's numbers for Not Like Us. Shout out to Eric Square.
Salute Jay, happy early Thanksgiving. IDK, who's the worst fans, LeBron stans or Drake stand? This is a sad move by him. Can't take a L with dignity.
Appreciate that, Eric. You know what's funny? I saw a reaction video, right? Or at least half of it, because I didn't watch the rest of it. There was this girl that reacted to Kendrick Lamar's the first song on his newest album, right? This chick had a meltdown. She was sitting right next to her father doing this reaction, and she damn near had a meltdown. That is your typical Drake fan. You listen to any Drake fans, even you could put academics in there too. They all have meltdowns if Drake isn't winning in a situation. And by the way, it didn't help Drake at all being on that streamer's platform. I mean, it's almost like the streamer was getting more clout from being with the streamer than the streamer got clout from being with him. I mean, it was just sad to see. It's sad to watch. But that's the reality. When you're getting beaten on a chessboard over and over, you're not making any good moves. And this is the worst move that you can make. In the latest twist in a bruising beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, the Canadian rapper has initiated legal action against Universal Music Group over allegations that the company conspired using Spotify to artificially inflate the popularity of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. You know, that is the stupidest shit I have heard. Do y'all know that I have seen numerous videos all across the country of people playing Not Like Us at parties, at clubs. Look at all the reaction videos. Look at all the views the reaction videos got. Not just from Not Like Us. Meet the Grams, Euphoria. Did they bot those songs too? Because those songs charted pretty well, especially Meet the Grams. Was right there with Euphoria and Not Like Us. This is why I say Drake's fans are some of the most delusional people on planet Earth. And they're going to follow this guy off a cliff. And it's sad, but it's fun to watch. Because a lot of his stans are Karens just like he is. I mean, this is a very weak move. I don't respect it. Any respect I had for him is all but gone. Or anybody else who, because he is getting cooked all over social media. He is getting cooked from east to west to north and south. Because this was a very weak move from a weak person who displayed beta male behavior. Make sure y'all like the stream. The action is doubtably surprising because UMG distributes both artists' recordings. In the following Monday in Manhattan, court first reported by Billboard, Drake's Frozen Moments LLC accused UMG of launching an illegal scheme involving bots, payola, and other methods to boost the numbers for Lamar's viciously personal song, which accuses Drake of PD and amplify the already fiery dispute between the two artists. The petition obtained by Variety claims that UMG engaged in a conduct designed to artificially inflate the popularity of Not Like Us, including by licensing the song at drastically reduced rates to Spotify and using bots to generate the false impression that the song was more popular than it was in reality. What? What? Bro, they play the song before NBA games. They play it during NBA warm-ups to the point to where Steph Curry said he was tired of hearing the song. How do you listen? If it's being inflated, I see that song everywhere at football games, basketball games, whether it's professional, college, even high school. They're playing this song. This song is everywhere. How are they inflating anything? That's why this lawsuit is stupid to me. You're mad because you lost. You're a loser. You're a sore loser. I hate sore losers. People who don't take an L. You went into battle, you lost. Drake, you have enough fans to where you can move on with your career, but you can't because you're a narcissist and you can't help but try to win the situation, but you can't because you see Kendrick could hop in the booth and produce an entire album within months. You can't because you need your team of writers to come together and put together material. See, when Drake put out Family Matters, I think it took him a minute to put that whole project together. He thought he put together a masterpiece, and then Meet the Grams dropped right after that. I think that really deflated him to the point of delirium. The guy was delirious after that. He was absolutely delirious. While other streaming services are not named in the petition, it does claim that UMG appears to have used similar tactics with other streaming services. On information and belief, UMG paid or approved payments to Apple Inc. to have its voice-activated digital assistant Siri purposely misdirect users to Not Like Us. UMG did not rely on chance or even ordinary business practices. The petition continues. Instead, they launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves. This guy sounds like a conspiracy theorist. Rep for Drake, Lamar, Spotify, and UMG either declined or that. Oh no! You know what? UMG did respond. Let's get to UMG's response. Today, Drake reportedly filed a groundbreaking lawsuit against UMG. In the suit, Drake accused UMG of colluding with his foe Kendrick Lamar during their song-for-song rap battle. To be specific, Drake lawsuit claimed UMG paid streaming platform Spotify to employ bots and payola schemes to inflate the numbers of Kendrick Lamar's chart-topping diss, Not Like Us. Now UMG is clapping back. According to Variety, a representative for the label giant provided a statement to the outlet slamming the allegations. The suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of his artists is offensive and untrue, says the rep. We employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns. No amount of contrived or absurd legal arguments in this pre-action submission can mask the fact that the fans chose the music they wanted to hear. That right there just completely destroyed Drake. That is terrible. That a label that I'm sure has made money off Drake is saying this. That the fact that his own label is saying this to him. They're sunning him. UMG is sunning him. However, Drake's initial compliment suggests that paying streaming platforms is a common practice at UMG. UMG appears to have used similar tactics with other streaming services, read Drake's law. So now this dude is snitching. So now he's deep throat. He's snitching now. On information and belief, UMG paid or approved payments to Apple Inc. Already went through all that. Spotify hasn't responded. You know why he's suing Spotify? Because when Kendrick Lamar album dropped, his most recent album, Spotify put out a tweet, or a post from X, right, letting everybody know that Kendrick Lamar has dropped. And I think right then and there is when Drake decided he was going to sue Spotify, because Spotify was promoting on Twitter Kendrick Lamar's album. I mean, aren't they a streaming service? Don't that what they do for a lot of artists? But Kendrick's one of the biggest artists in the world. Drake fans deal with it. I know y'all like to belittle Kendrick, but Kendrick has always been relevant. He's been relevant for well over 10 years. About the same time as Drake. They both been relevant at the same time. Drake is just very flamboyant, and he's always featured on somebody's song. One is more out there than the other one, but they both always been relevant. Kendrick has always been one of the biggest artists in rap music. Y'all can sit there and try to belittle him all you want to, but there's a reason why, even with his newest project, is doing numbers. Is Spotify and UMG buying this new project? I don't think so. But you're trying to go up against a juggernaut. UMG is a juggernaut. Lil Rod tried to sue them, but he had to remove them from the lawsuit. And there are people who say this is a good thing. You people are delusional. You're just as delusional as he is. This is not a good thing. This is a bad thing. And it could definitely harm his career. That's one thing that Wack 100 said, that this could damage Drake's career and have him blackballed, just like they did 6ix9ine. Going after UMG, one of the biggest labels in the world, that's just not a smart move. I don't care how upset you are. But I will tell you, though, those new songs from Kendrick are scathing.